Hey y'all, it's Chloe and we're back with another video. And this is a Marriage Bootcamp Hip Hop Edition review. I'm excited. I've been waiting for Marriage Bootcamp. I love Marriage Bootcamp, and Marriage Bootcamp basically started off with just regular people who were married, who wanted to come to counseling and, work through problems in their marriage. And somewhere along the line, production said, hey, let's do a celebrity Marriage Bootcamp where we bring in celebrities. And then we did Family Bootcamp where we brought in family celebrities. And then we're doing hip hop boot camp and where we do hip hop couples. And I think this is like the third one of the hip hop couples. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on it, but yeah, this is Marriage Boot Camp Hip Hop Edition, season 14, episode 1. That's a lot. That was breathful. But yes, y'all, I'm excited. And so this is season 1. This is episode 1 of Marriage Boot Camp Hip Hop Edition. And the first couple we are going to meet is Jocelyn Hernandez, the Puerto Rican princess herself from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Now she's on Love and Hip Hop Miami. And she's there with her boyfriend Ballistic. And they've been together for 2 years. 2 years and they're already on Marriage Boot Camp. So let's see where this go. Jocelyn comes in and she says she's there because she's ready to get married. Okay, if they don't get married by the end of this, they not going to, be together no more. So she says, if you don't put a ring on that thing, then she's going to have to go find the next big thing. So I think Ballistic better get it together because Jocelyn did not come to play. Okay, she want her ring. And if you don't give it to her, she gonna find the next big thing. Okay. They're there because the main 3 things they want to focus on is communication, control, and anger. We know Jocelyn got some anger problems. We know that. So I can honestly see we need to work on that. I know we need to work on that. Okay. So he's just like, I'm not putting a timeline on when we need to be married. Like, I don't know why that's such a big deal. But Jocelyn wants her ring, and they're here because she wants to figure out what they need to do, what she needs to do for him to pop that question. The next couple is Styles P. Styles P is a rapper. Now, I grew up listening to Styles P, kinda, sorta, like, that was like me growing up listening around hip-hop around that time. Yeah, he's a rapper. Mainly, I think he's like more of a hood rapper, not like more commercial rap. So a lot of people may or may not know him, but they say he's a legend in the game. And if they say that, then that's what we're going with. And he's there with his wife, Aja. And they've been together for 24 years. Jeez, 24 years, and they've been married for 13. So yeah, they're here because Aja just flashed out said that there's no fun in their relationship. There's no passion in their relationship. She's bored. Okay? They're here because they want to spice it up. They need to rekindle. They need to bring it back together. And not completely get it, because after 28 years of being with somebody, you might need to, bring in some extra help to try to get this thing to lifetime. So yeah. So they're there. They're trying to get the passion back. As soon as Styles P walk in, Ballistic's like, yo, what's up? Yeah, so they know each other. Styles P to say they worked in the studio together. They've done songs together. So already that's 2 couples who have some type of connection to each other, which is good because you don't want to be in a house with people you don't know, not completely anyway. So already we're off to a good start. All right, couple number 3. Bianca Bonnie. Now Bianca had what was that song she had back in the day? Oh, chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup with soda on the side. And she's still on her high horse from that song from years ago. But anyway, Bianca Bonnie is there, and she's there with her boyfriend, Chosen. And Chosen, I think, does something with music. I can't remember, y'all, and I'm not going to act like I do. But anyway, they've been together for 1 year. So it sounds like, I don't know why they there, but they there to fix the relationship after 1 year. My thing is, if like after 1 year y'all need to be fixing relationships, it might not be meant to be in that relationship. But either way, they're there because they fight a lot. And y'all know I can see that happening because if you watch Bianca on Love and Hip Hop, she fights a lot. So why wouldn't this be any different? And they fight over dumb stuff. And Chosen said he's tired of fighting with her every day. So if they're going to make this work and if they're going to move forward, they got to be here. In a check, of course. No, he didn't say in a check, but we know what it's about. Anyway, that's couple number 3. So they're there to work on stop fighting over little stuff. All right. Now we're on to, oh yeah. So when Jocelyn and Bianca meet each other when they come to the house, Jocelyn and Bianca follow each other on Instagram. So it's like, oh, I follow you on the gram. I follow you on the gram. Cool. But we already kind of could guess that because they're both on Love and Hip Hop, or was on Love and Hip Hop, or no, Bianca's not on Love and Hip Hop anymore, but Jocelyn still is. So yeah, of course, they in the same franchise, so they know each other through each other or other people, whatever. But yeah, so already 3 couples in the house, all got a connection to each other. Everybody kind of knows everybody. It's a good sign. All right. And then walks in michel'le. Now, michel'le, when I heard her voice, because she has a very distinguished voice, it's like this really, really squeaky little voice. I think I'm going to be annoyed by it, but I don't know yet. I kind of was annoyed by it already. But we're going to give it some time. But she sings this song that I absolutely love, and it's like, something in my heart, something in my heart that got me hooked on you. Don't laugh at my singing, but it's something like that. And I was like, oh, I like that song. So therefore, I think I like her. And she's there with her younger boyfriend. Wow, Cougar in the building. But yeah, she's there with her younger boyfriend, Stu. And michel'le and Stu are there because michel'le thinks that, he might want a younger woman. And he feels like she's always trying to pawn me off on younger women. Like, she thinks I'm not attracted to her for some strange reason, but I am. And she's like, I don't have time to waste, okay? Either we're going to do this and we're going to make it work, or we're not. Like, I need to know now. So I guess at this point, she thinks he may be looking at younger women. And that's because, she's older. And they're here to try to, overcome insecurities. Obviously, that's what it sounds like to me. So, yeah. So as soon as Ajaya hears michel'le's voice, she's like, I know that voice anywhere. And michel'le comes in, and Styles P is like, oh my God, it's an honor to meet you. She's a legend in her own right. So I think the interaction was really good. Overall, everyone seems like they're going to mesh well together. They kind of got a little bit of history with each other, so they're not complete strangers, which is always great when you throw a bunch of people into the house together who don't know each other, to kind of know each other. And the last couple, which has to make a dramatic entrance. They don't even show him getting out the car. They just show him walking to the house and everybody's reaction to him walking into the house. And that is CeeLo Green. Hey, CeeLo. CeeLo Green and Shawnee. And when CeeLo Green and Shawnee walk in the house, everybody's like, oh my God, the legend himself, CeeLo. And don't get me wrong, I was kind of super like, CeeLo gonna be on this season? I did never expect to see CeeLo on Marriage Boot Camp. A lot of things I may have thought he would have been on, but Marriage Boot Camp wasn't one of them. But yeah, he's there. And he's there with his girlfriend, Shawnee. And CeeLo says he's from another planet, and she says she's down to earth to keep him grounded. So I guess that's how they're going to be. I guess that's how that works. So they've been together for 8 years altogether, and they've been engaged for 5. So out of the 8 years they've been together, they've been engaged for 5. What's taking so long? Y'all get married already. But obviously they have issues, and that's why we're on Marriage Boot Camp. The issues that they are dealing with is communication, issues from the past, and a power struggle. And I can see that because with someone with like a resume of CeeLo, and being his woman, you want to still feel control, especially when everyone always probably is a yes person to him. So they probably do struggle with that power. So I can see that being a thing. Yeah. So now that they're all in the house and everyone's met each other and the atmosphere is pretty cool, everyone seems to be getting along good, they start asking each other why they're there. And Styles P and his wife start explaining that they lost their daughter to suicide. And it gets kind of heavy. That's deep, y'all. That's a lot to go through when you lose a child. But then to lose a child through suicide and then try to continue as a married couple when you may feel like you failed your child. In a sense, I can understand why they don't have any passion. I can understand why it's not that much fun for them anymore. And I really hope that this process helps them get through some of that trauma that they may still be holding on to. Yeah. I really think so. I hope that really gets them back. So Jocelyn, I don't even know how we really got here, y'all, but we got here. And Jocelyn makes a comment like, I think they have good sex together. I guess talking about Styles P and his wife, like they look like they have good sex. And she's like, I know, because I'm a sexual person. You know, I know passion when I see passion, you know, and I need it because it keeps me young and energetic, and ballistics like, and it keeps me drained. And somehow they get to telling their whole business, and ballistics telling everyone that Jocelyn said if he don't keep up, she gonna go get a girlfriend, and don't be mad when he come in and she got a girl, you know, doing things to her. And he like, and I told her as soon as I walk in, I'm finishing it. So everyone's like, what does finishing mean? Sounds crazy. So Style P says it's finishing, punishing and finishing, and they're like, yes. And I'm like, I'm confused. So you're gonna like start a fight and then like and join in, or I don't know. You know, but he finishing it. He finishing that situation. Whatever that means, he's doing that to that situation. Okay. It's some weird stuff, but okay. So then we go over, and Bianca is explaining to everyone why they there, and she's all like, oh, we have trust issues, and he's a liar, and he's this, and she's like just waving that finger in his hand, and Jocelyn says, see Bianca, right there, you need to stop. You don't do that to a man. That's disrespectful. And Bianca feels like Jocelyn needs to shut her effing mouth. I was like, oh, this is gonna be funny. We only on day one. We just finding out why each other here, and already you feel like she needs to shut her effing mouth. I'm pretty sure Jocelyn has a lot more to say, y'all. I'm sure she does. But yeah, so everyone meet each other. Everything's going great. They're just talking, get to know each other, and then you hear these applause in the background. Someone's like screaming and clapping like a show. Yes, you guys. And they walk out, and now it's time for the Hip Hop Awards. The first Hip Hop Awards on Marriage Boot Camp, to be exact. And everyone sits down, and what's his name? Dr. Ish is hosting the Hip Hop Awards, and he has a few categories that he wants to give these awards out to. And the first category is Most Turned Up. I thought this was cute. Like, the titles are really cute. So Most Turned Up award goes to Bianca and Chose I think that's his name. So yeah, it goes to them, and it goes to them because they're always fighting. They always turn. Okay, makes sense, right? And he's talking about how she took a $200 Uber to go beat up some girl that she saw him with. And I'm like, oh yeah, they real turn. Yeah, they real turn. So now we meet Judge Lynn Toller, the judge herself. Okay, and everyone's like, oh my God, Judge Lynn. And Josh was like, I grew up watching the judge. Everyone's gonna call her the judge. So for now on, that's not Judge Lynn, that's not Judge Toller, that's the judge. Okay, so yeah, and the judges heard that she's there, like she tells them, I'm here to watch what you guys are doing, to observe, and be able to give you guys the feedback to work through whatever it is that you were going through at the moment. And she turns around and she asks Bianca, and she says, Bianca, are you happy? And Bianca breaks down crying, and she's like, I'm trying. And like, she's like, I just love him so much, and I want him to love me the same way. And they telling her like, don't tell us that, tell him that. And you know, she's in her little tears, and she's, you know, I just want you to love me, you know, type of thing. And they hug, and yeah, they got their award, and they go back to their seats. And the next award is called FOMO, and that is the fear of missing out. And the couple who gets that award is michel'le and her boyfriend Stu. So they get the award because they feel as though michel'le thinks that her boyfriend is missing out because he's a younger guy, and she wants to know, like, Do you want younger girls? Are you done playing, doing what young boys do? And he does say something like, I'm not sure, but that's just in like a clip. It's not necessarily like at that moment. So yeah, she doesn't trust it, and just tells her like, listen, you have to trust that he chose you. And they tell him, like, when you choose a woman, you do everything to make her feel comfortable. And if what you're doing isn't working, then you need to revamp what you're doing. And it was one of those moments where it's like, look, you guys chose each other, so you got to make it work. Obviously, stop dwelling so much on him wanting a younger woman. If he wanted that younger woman, he wouldn't be with you. But I think that has to do with michel'le. I think because she feels like, she has some type of star power, and because she's an older woman, that he may be using her. Now, no one said that, but that's what I get from it. I think she feels like he may be using her, and I don't think she wants to put that out, and we don't know. She might even say that in the next couple of episodes, but we'll see. But yeah, so it's gonna be some topics we're gonna have to get through in this season of Marriage Boot Camp Hip Hop. I think this might be one of the episodes where it seemed like these people may have some real issues, and not like surface issues. I mean like deep, eternal issues that they really want to work on. So we'll see. The next award is Unlit. So we got Turn, we got what is it? FOMO. We got, oh, those are the ones we did so far. So yeah, this one is Unlit. So unlike the person who turned up, they not lit at all. And that award goes to Styles P and his girl Aja. And they've been together and they for a long time, but when they get up there, they discuss the loss of their child, and and they just really telling them like, we understand that can be a struggle in your relationship right now, and we're going to be here to help move past it, and we're going to be here to help you guys light that flame again. And I'm like, that's cool. And Styles P's like, I'm gonna throw a grenade at it, I'm gonna throw a match at it, we're gonna get this thing lit. I'm like, Styles P don't want to look like he can't get it together on national TV, or like he not giving his wife the business like he should be. Anyway, so yeah, I like them together, and I really hope that they could work through these issues. The next award is Ill Communicator. And that award goes to CeeLo and his wife, or girlfriend. And she says he doesn't listen. And she says he doesn't listen, and he says she's tried to control him. So we already know what the issue is here with the communication, is that he's not listening to her because she's trying to control him. Made perfect sense to me. So, they're up there, and they're trying to get across to CeeLo, like, she's not trying to control you. She's just trying to show you that she cares for you, and she wants to take care of you. And, CeeLo doesn't see it like that. So I guess we got some stuff to work through. And last but not least, the award for Ride or Die. And that goes to Jocelyn and Ballistic. Okay, and Jocelyn is like, yes, I'm tired. I feel like I've been riding and he's been dying. And I'm like, what is wrong with this girl? She wants her ring, okay? She's been riding and dying for him, and she feels like she deserves the ring because she wants to be an honorable woman, and she can't be an honorable woman if she's no one's wife, especially when she's with someone. So, he's saying, I'm doing everything that I can do for you. I take care of the child. I take care of you. I make sure everything's straight and before anything. And, the guys are like, that's right. Clapping him up. He's a good man. Oh my God, salute. Like, he's bomb. And I'm like, yeah, that's a good man. So all that's left is to marry her. Why not? If you're doing all of that, and you want to take care of her, and you take care of the baby, and you're doing everything, why not just marry her? That's all she wants at this point. That's the only missing piece to this factor. Make it official. Do it. Get married. And, the judge tries to tell them, like, listen, there's more than just marriage, like, what he's giving you is good. And Jocelyn's like, well, that doesn't mean I don't want the ring. That doesn't mean I don't want the marriage. So yeah, we're going to figure out what's going on with that. So now everyone gets back inside. The ceremony is over. They tell them, hey, don't not go upstairs yet. Just explore the bottom of the house. The house is beautiful. Okay, it's a nice house. And they're sitting there talking, and they wants to Style P says, so how does the screwing go? I guess Style P wants to know, like, how are we going to get it in this house? Like, are we like on camera all the time? Like, do we got to sneak into the bathrooms? Or, like, do we cut the camera off ourselves? Like, how we do this? And CeeLo says that him and his wife are going to sustain from screwing because they want to disconnect from the physical and connect mentally. And no one's feeling that. Everyone's like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? And Styles P says that a buildup of semen is a recipe for disaster. Meaning that you might need to let loose a little bit, unless you're going to be real tense and you might not be able to break through how you need to in this session. I'm like, oh, we already here? We already here. Okay, cool. They walk into the rooms, and michel'le and Steve room has pictures of young girls all on the wall, and michel'le is like, I'm not sleeping in here, I don't want to look at this. And he's like, it's just showing you, like, you know, all the woman I could have. And I'm like, that was not necessary. And she's just like, she's pretty. He's like, what, because everyone's pretty I want them? No, that's not how this works. But yeah, overall, the room sends a message, and the message is that, like, it's not just because there's pretty women out there, he's in the room with you. I think that's what they were really trying to get across. So then we go into Jocelyn and Ballistic's room, and they have 2 beds in their room, and one is taped off and with tape that says friend zone. And they did this because Ballistic is keeping Jocelyn in the friend zone by not making her his wife. So by him not making her his wife, it's kind of like you're just still being friends. You're friend zoning her. And he says he slept on the couch a few times, so I guess sleeping in the other bed won't be that big of a deal, I'm guessing. Then we go into Bianca and Chosen's room, and their room is basically a ring, a fighting ring. And the first thing they do is like, this is so cool. They put on little gloves and they start playing fighting. Honestly, I think they look really cute together. They're like so young and happy and like fresh, and they start fighting, and it's symbolic because they fight a lot. And even like them play fighting, you could just tell, like, this is just what they do. Not saying that it's healthy, but this is just what they do. I think they love different. Not saying that is right, but they definitely love different. And then we go into CeeLo and Shawnee's room, and they're split. Their room is split. So you have like a Zen side, like a Buddhist side, and that's for CeeLo. Then you have like a nice shiny side, that's what CeeLo calls it, a shiny side. Nice, clean, cut straight to the point. And on the wall, there is a list of remind CeeLo things to do. And I guess that's trying to say, like, hey, she's trying to control him and he's just trying to be free. So that's what we're looking at right now. Then we go into Styles P in the janitor room, and the room is dark. The burnt curtains, burnt table settings, like just not lit. Not lit. So we're gonna have to get it lit. But yeah, you guys, so that was the first episode. All we did was meet the couples. We got introduced to them. We figure out what their issues are. We saw the rooms. And you know, they're good for making the rooms represent, like, you know, their struggles. So I hope that we really get somewhere. This seems very promising. And even though like some of the couples are really fresh and then some of the couples are really old, not old in the sense of them being old, but like the relationships are old, we get to see a journey of like what relationships go through, and then maybe we can start fixing some of our own relationships down the line. I don't know, y'all, but I'm excited and I'm looking forward to this, and I'm happy that I almost know just about everybody on this season, unlike some of the like celebrity episodes where like people I don't really know but they somebody, so I just keep watching. So yeah, let me know if you guys watched it. Let me know how you guys felt about this episode, and I'll see you guys back for another marriage boot camp review. Have a good night. Peace.